Hi, I hope you guys are doing well. So today we will be learning how to create these .svg files and how to convert them into neon signs in Blender. So the first thing you need is obviously Inkscape. It's a completely free tool just like Blender, and the download link is in the description below. And my channel also actually has quite a few other videos about Inkscape as well, so you can check them out as well. It has many applications in 3D as well. So once you're done downloading Inkscape, we'll just go ahead and to Inkscape and open it up. You can just drag and drop any image. The only requirement for the image is that it should have a black outline and the background should be either transparent or it should have a white background color. So once you have this image imported in Inkscape, you can just drag and drop it, and you'll go into path and then click on trace bitmap. Once you do that, this menu on the side will pop up. So as you can see, it's tracing these shadows and as well as the black outlines. We don't want it to trace these shadows, so I'm just going to lower the threshold to 0.1 so it can only detect black outlines. So as you can see now in the preview, you can see that there are black outlines. So I'll just click on apply, and once I do that, I can just separate the outlines. Once I have this, I'll just go into file, save as, and then save as a .svg anywhere as you want, anywhere you want, where you can easily find it. I already have it saved, so now I'll just head on to Blender. Once I'm in Blender, I'll just delete the default cube and then go into file, import .svg scalar vector graphic, and I'll just import it. Once you have it imported, you'll have a new collection with the vector graphic. So I'll just go and click on dot to zoom in, and then 7 to into top view. As you can see that its a point of origin is as same as the 3D cursor. We don't want that, so object, set origin to geometry, and then I'll just center it. Once it's centered, now you have two options on how to do it, and I'll just show you both of them early on. I'll just duplicate this and G and move it on the side. You can actually just convert this path. As you can see, when you import SVGs files into Blender, they are actually vector paths. So you can convert this into a mesh. This is the easier one. Well, easier and it's less good looking. Let's go to object, convert to mesh, and now it's actually a mesh. And then EZ to move it above. Move it like this, but this one just doesn't look as good as the vectors one, so I'll just show you how it can look. I'll just change this into emission shader and call it crust, and we're just going to UV editing and import my reference image, and I'll change the emission to 50 and go into this and select the crust one. And in the rendered view tab, you can actually see how it looks like. I'll just turn on bloom, and as you can see that this just, if you want something like this, then great, good for you, but I actually want to go slightly more detailed, so I'm actually going to go into the cover one, which is more detailed and looks a lot better. So I'll just hide this one for now and select this one. So another thing you have to do is neon signs don't load this harsh, okay? So we're going to be into bloom and change a setting, basically the radius. It's something between 2 or 3 value works. This is 2 and this is 3, so I'll just go with something like 2.3. I think this looks good enough. Also in the shading, shading, there's the thing that the color is actually not too much visible, so we're going to go into slightly darker versions of the color, so this way this looks a lot better. Also in the color management, instead of filmic, change it to standard, and it looks a lot better now. So this is the first one, and its material is named crust, and it's also named crust since it's brown. Now I'll just start duplicating it. I actually need a cheese, pepperoni, and green pepper. So cheese, pepperoni, and shifty. So I'll just call this cheese, PPERS for pepperoni, and GR green for green pepper. So now just go to cheese and then click on this to create a new material, and this time we're going to go into UV editing again, and I'll turn off crust. and other than that keep one cheese, and then I'll go into over here and then do the same, but again same thing, we're going to click a slightly darker color. Now do the same for the others, like I'll just change this and click on over here, and then these are going to be for green peppers, and we'll do the same thing, slightly darker color. Click the material, click over here and slightly darker color, not wrong. Once you're done, we need to put these in the same order of objects. Basically what you're going to be doing is, once you're done, click on Shift A and then curve and add in a Bezier circle. I'm going to scale it a lot smaller and move it on this side. Click on cheese one and go into geometry, object, and in the select the Bezier circle. Now we'll just scale it a lot smaller until about over here. I think this looks good, and you can actually just do the same for all of the others. Cheese, and then for the crust it's actually the same Bezier circle. For green, again Bezier circle, and for pepperoni also Bezier circle. Now the order is basically the crust is actually on the top, so click on snapping, turn on snapping, and then and you can see this small square, then click on Z, and then move it above, and the peppers are actually going to be GZ below. So now the things are in order. So with the peppers I actually am going to turn off everything else, and in pepperoni is these circles. So when I hit the rendered view, I'll just tap into edit mode and select all, and then Z wireframe, C, and then shift and deselect the areas where I don't want to delete them. I'm going to just keep this one and delete all the others, and then just duplicate this in the places of the others. So delete vertices, and then I'll turn on the cheese one, select this, Shift D, and I'll turn off snapping for now, RZ, and then move it in the place of the other pepperoni over here, then Shift D, like so. So now for the cheese. In the cheese, now for the I think it's better to just go with the crust one. So with the crust, this part is obviously the crust, and everything else is extra. So I'll just go into edit mode, select all, and then C, and select all and C. I'll just deselect the parts where I actually want to keep, and then delete vertices, and Blender automatically connects the other parts too. If you have something like this, just select the individual parts and start moving them, and you can also just rotate them or scale them if you want to. I think this one is actually the robotic one, and now it's actually smooth. So you have to do the same process for the other parts as well to create the sign thing. So as you can see now, the green peppers are the next one. So I just select all, and then select all, and the small ones are the green pepper ones. So I'll just see and deselect them, and then delete vertices. The cheese one is actually the most difficult one. As you can see that it's occupying a lot of the space. So I can say that the cheese one is a sort of a homework for you guys. I'll just give you a hint. You will have to delete off everything, and with this part I'll just give you a hint. Just delete this part, and then see and start selecting this part. Once you delete this, as you can see, it's starting to combine. So I delete this as well, and then delete this as well, and you can actually get a straight line like this. So yes, so I hope you guys learned something today, and if you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe to my channel and watch for another one of my videos, as that's how the YouTube algorithm works. It's a small channel and it won't cost you anything. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.